Hello, somebody told us that you want to be a copywriter. I'm going to give you 4 practical steps to becoming a copywriter. So these are the things that will get your foot in the door fast, okay? Now, before we get into it, I just want to put a disclaimer out there that I'm not a guru. I'm not a 6-figure copywriter. What sets me apart though is that I've started copywriting just a year and a half ago, and I've been doing it full time, like since the first week basically, because I didn't give myself a different choice. So through the experience, although it was super tough at times, I've learned a lot of practical stuff that I know can take you from A to B very quickly. The tips that I give you are going to be super practical enough for you to implement them right away. And like I said, get your foot in the door super quickly and start working as a copywriter, learning as you're working and getting better. So the first thing you need to do is you need to create a portfolio. So this is what I did, and this is what I recommend you do as well. I started writing mock assignments, right? So you can imagine a client that they have a website or they have a program or whatever else, and you will write the copy for them. You can take an already existing website and use them as your mock assignment client, right? And then you just write these samples and then you upload them, okay? The best thing to do for you as a newbie, and like learn from my mistake, okay? Because I spent hours and days working on my website, which I barely use now, okay? So it's much easier to create a portfolio and put it into Google Docs. It's just as easy to share with your potential client because you just send them a link to a folder that's full of your work samples, okay? So this is what I would do. Like, forget the website for now, go with Google Docs, create all your documents, all your samples in Google Docs, and just organize them this way. So if you're anything like me, you're probably thinking, okay, so I need to create a mock assignment. How do I do that? Like, give me the practical steps, or give me an example or formula or something that will help me. I got you. I have created a different video which is going to help you do just that. So it might pop up somewhere here, or if not, it's in the description below. Head over there and just follow that video. So, number 2, pricing. Okay, how much are you going to take for your work? When I started copywriting, I was charging 30. Okay, so the thing is that my copywriting began kind of weird because my first assignments were not copywriting assignments. I had some blogging assignments and consultation assignments. So what I ended up doing is I ended up charging like £30, this is in British pounds, right? Like £30 for consultation and £75 for 1,000 words. So this was my rate at the time. But you have to set yours so you can have a look around. Like, a good website to look on is Fiverr or Upwork, or just junior copywriter salary in job advertisements. And that way you will kind of get an idea of what is normal. So the thing is, you want your prices to be reasonable, but you also don't want to sell yourself short. The reason I say reasonable is because if you go too high, it's not about the client. So don't put yourself in the mindset that my prices are too high and nobody's going to pay that much, okay? Because that's not true. What is more true is that if you set your prices too high and you don't believe your work is worth that much, then when it comes to negotiating or speaking with the client, that's going to come through. That insecurity is going to come through and they're not going to hire you. So make sure that your price is a price that you believe is correct for your work. Now, picking your niche. I can tell you that the niche you pick today is probably not going to be the niche that you work in for the rest of your life, okay? But it's a good starting point, because if you have only a very specific target group to contact, that makes things just a lot easier, right? The way you make your portfolio, the way you write your emails or the way you search for your potential clients is going to be very targeted, very precise, very on point. Whereas if you're just like, I'll take anybody, dude, you're gonna have a hard time finding somebody, okay? So pick your niche, but keep an open mind. And when changes come, so when different clients come from different niches, don't reject them just because you're in a different niche, okay? So the best way to pick a niche is just pick something that you like or you're comfortable with, you know you can write about, it's interesting. For example, when I started, I just started searching for specifically for female health and wellness coaches that worked for corporations. But of course now my clients are from different niches because mostly they are, I gained them either through recommendations or networking. Step number 4, this is client acquisition, and this is the part most people are scared about. You might have these thoughts in your head right now, or this little voice that's telling you, but you're not good at sales, but you're not good at networking, you're not good at getting clients, how are you gonna do that? Nobody will ever respond to you, blah 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 blah. Okay, so I want you to just quiet that down for a little bit and bear one thing in mind. If you don't ask, you don't get. I want to go a little bit more in depth to give you the practical steps to client acquisition. So I'm going to make a separate video on this topic, which you can, maybe it will pop up, maybe it will be in the description below, but make sure you check it out just so you have it laid out. But one thing I want you to know is that you have to be okay with getting no's in response to your, to your propositions, right? This is part of business. I got my first client within my first 10 emails, and I never even had to pick up the phone to talk to them. They were just like, yep, yeah, let's go, let's do it. I like that. So again, check out the client acquisition video, because there I will explain to you what you can do and what's the easiest way to quickly get clients and start working. Okay, so time for the last thing, which is, I guess we can call it step 4.5. I think a lot of people just completely skip over this. Like, of course, don't forget to work on your copywriting skills, kids, because that's really important. Read the books and the courses. But then also one thing is working on your mindset. Okay, so you have to think about it this way. You're about to go on this journey. You have no idea what you're doing. You're new. And maybe you have beliefs about yourself or about work or about money that will hold you back. So for example, if you don't think that you are talented enough to like have your own business or work for yourself, or that you don't think you're persistent enough, or you don't think you're intelligent enough, or whatever else, that's gonna hold you back. If you believe that money is hard to get and it's impossible to be able to earn money online or easily, that's gonna hold you back. So there are certain beliefs we hold about ourselves and the world around us, and these things turn out to be limiting, right? And this is why self-development is such a big thing in business, and all these books that are recommended by business gurus and stuff relate to that, because it's important that you understand yourself and you work on yourself to give yourself the best possible chance of succeeding. So believe in yourself, work on your skills, and everything will be okay. And I believe in you, so and I'm here to help and answer your questions. So I guess this is it for this specific video, but thank you so much for watching. I really hope that I helped you. I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you're serious about getting your foot in the door quickly and growing your business as a copywriter. Then subscribe to the channel, like this video if it helped you, leave a comment below with any questions, and that's it. Love you and see you in the next video.